Yeah, we're rolling. This is it.
All right.
Wait, I'll be quiet and I won't talk until you guys introduce me.
This is Steve.
Steve Tran,
Steve
TikTok
Tran.
superstar. What else has he done?
Simulated Love.
Writer
Steve
and director
Tran
of Simulated
of
Love.
Simulated Love fame.
You know me,
That's
man.
right.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm also the dude and the guy's biggest fan. It's been a while.
Now, explain that.
I might be your only fan, honestly, all things considered.
Only fan.
I think the dude and the guy, I've been here since the SoundCloud days.
Whoa.
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I
back
haven't
when
heard
you guys-
that word in a while. Let me tell you.
You guys were like, I didn't listen to you guys when you guys first started it, so I had like a whole season to catch up on.
Right.
And it was the only thing I listened to on like my way to college, back and to and from college.
Right.
And I'd be like, "Hey, let me get on the podcast," and then you guys would be like, "Yeah, totally," and you'd have Dennis on the podcast.
Right.
And I'd be like, "All right, let me get the next one." Then you guys would be like, "All right, let's have Eli on the fucking podcast."
For sure.
What's your problem?
For sure. No, I'm listening.
And yeah, I'm glad to finally be here. It's been years in the making.
Yeah. When did we start?
2020.
2020?
Yeah. These things happen,
For sure.
You guys were consistent there for a while. I think you had like monthly episodes?
We were doing it weekly at a time.
Yeah.
Season 1, we went through season 1 in like 2 months.
Right.
Still on season 2.
Yeah,
Season
you
2
gotta-
for 4 years, 5 years.
Yes.
That's all right, though. I mean, life gets in the way.
Yeah.
Someone, I'm not going to point any fingers, but one of us lives in Texas, and then one of us has a baby, so...
we're adulting, I guess.
Right.
Adults grow apart.
Right.
What do we do? Steve?
Yes.
Also, episode 29. This is episode 29.
Congratulations, we made it.
Yeah, congrats.
I never
guys.
thought we'd
Congrats.
make it to 29 episodes.
Not a lot of...
I never would have thought.
When we started this back in 2020, I didn't think we'd be here in 2025 doing our 29th episode.
So that's what, 5 years.
Yeah,
and-
on average.
And you
that's
guys put
about
out 29 episodes.
It's about 5 episodes a year on average.
You guys
maybe a
are
little less.
You're in the same range as like a
Range Rover?
I'd say like a streaming service like series,
Oh, like
Such
Stranger
as-
Things. We're like
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things.
Yeah.
Such as...
Severance.
You watching Severance?
I'm watching Severance. Are you watching
Ooh,
Severance?
this
This
is
is huge.
exciting.
Last episode wasn't as fun.
We'll be right back. Yeah. No,
I never saw it.
spoil-free discussion?
Spoilers. It's
No.
fun.
I never.
I like
saw
Milkshake. I think Milkshake's
I think-
my favorite.
It's weird
It. I
hearing.
never saw it.
It's weird hearing them. It's weird hearing like the loop.
Watched Breaking Bad for the first time a couple months ago.
We're talking about Severance.
That's awesome.
I do want to talk about that. 'cause
That's awesome,
That is
man.
a good show.
For sure.
Wait, no, I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
You haven't?
No, so you
Oh.
can't talk about that.
Let's talk about Breaking Bad then.
Wait, have you guys watched a show that I haven't?
Invincible.
Invincible.
I'm not caught up.
Me neither. Anyways, Severance. It's weird hearing
I'm
the
surprised
Lumen.
we have. Anyway, yeah. What about Lumen?
It's weird hearing like the Lumen workers talk. Lumen's like this cultish company, and they all talk like this.
Yeah.
Hey, and like they it's very culty. But then hearing like the
Mr.
actors
Bill will-
talk behind the scenes like normally.
Yes.
Have you heard Mr. Milkshake talk?
Sure.
Not naturally.
He's a very
No.
Yeah, but in the
I
show,
haven't heard him talk.
he's a very flamboyant, energetic man.
yeah,
And it's
but
very,
very professional. Until this past episode, when he said a naughty word for the first time, took me
Whoa,
aback.
Yeah.
whoa.
He crossed the. Did you see that? They were like on. There was like a line dividing them in the
Yeah.
elevator, and he crossed that line.
That's Ben Stiller at work for you.
Yeah. Shout out Ben.
Hang on.
Shout out.
Ben
Benji.
Ben Stiller's killing it.
I think so.
Ben
Tropic Thunder.
Stiller's killing it.
He is jackass. Ben Stiller.
He's just been around forever.
Ben
of course.
Stiller to Severance is what Seth Rogen is to Invincible. To help you out.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. I
don't know who's involved with
interesting.
that.
Interesting.
Baby.
Very interesting. So you're saying Ben Stiller plays Alan the Alien in Severance?
Did I stutter at all? Like yes.
That's obviously what I'm saying.
So
Severance. Severance.
Steve, what do you do for work?
I am a. Is that a cat? Dude, that's sick.
It's not supposed to be.
The cat just paused the camera.
Yeah.
I hope not.
And that could happen. That's in play.
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
in play.
Yeah, come on.
Joy!
She wouldn't.
Hey.
Why is she threatening us? Why is she?
If you don't open that door, I'm going to knock over your camera.
I have 2 cats. One's named Khaleesi and one's named George Arthur Morgan Tran. And Khaleesi responds to the names of Kiki or Khaleesi or right.
Right.
George doesn't respond to his name, but he does respond to, "Hey, get off!
For sure.
Stop!
Stop
sure.
it.
Sorry, I might have peeked there.
Probably.
All right.
What about you, Daisy?
But I am a
What do you respond
freelance
to?
video editor,
There. Yes.
and
Are you able to talk about any projects you're on right now or in the past?
Just a little something I like to call Fast and Furious 10.
I don't know if you guys have heard of any of it. We just finished up a small project, Captain America, New World or something like that.
It's not Blue Hulk. I don't know. It'll come to me.
It's weird. I met some random guy, Ben Stillman, Stiller,
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Speaking of Severance,
Yes, that's right.
no, I mainly do commercial work, documentary work. I've worked with Vice.
Yes.
I have 2 documentaries with them. I just finished up a project with. Are you guys familiar with Jenny's Ice Cream
Do
down
tell.
in Central West
Oh,
End?
yeah,
No.
that was the one you were talking about, right?
We'll play the clip from my vlog right here.
We can
Not gonna happen.
actually, honestly, I could.
I'll give you the rights to it. It's fun.
Yeah.
But the same
Are you
lady.
paying us?
I can. The same lady that makes Jenny's ice cream is coming out with a fiber bar. What am I doing? She's not paying me to say this.
Jenny's fiber.
No, but she's coming out with a fiber bar, and I just finished working on a little spot. It's just for their socials
Like
and
a
all that.
Super Bowl TV spot.
Yeah. No, but I
You
just
get a
did
pretty
that.
good deal on those.
Where do you stand football wise?
Sorry.
Did you know that 9 of the Super Bowl commercials were edited by the same post-production house, and 4 of them were edited by the same guy?
No,
Really?
It's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Do you think this is unfair?
they were good, but you could definitely tell they all had the same style.
Kind
And
of like Quentin Tarantino movies.
the Mountain Dew guy, the Mountain Dew commercial, and the
Shout out.
Dodge commercial with Glenn Powell. You familiar? The long hair
No.
Goldilocks, the Goldilocks commercial.
I saw it briefly.
No.
That was by the same guy.
No, McConaughey.
Taika Waititi directed the Mountain Dew commercial.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Oh, with Seal?
Seal, yeah.
and Thor 3.
And 2, I believe.
No, 3 and 4.
3 and 4, you're right, sorry.
That's okay.
How?
But yeah, that's what I'd do.
Thor 4, we've all seen it.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might have been one of the last Marvel movies I watched.
Yeah. What happened? Why no more?
Why don't I watch anymore?
Yes.
Is it too much?
It's too much.
Way too much. Like with the shows and
The
everything,
content.
and too much content, and no matter what, a movie comes out and everyone just hates it immediately. And I'll watch it and I'll think this is pretty good, and then I'll go online and disagree with everybody, and then I get pissed off.
I see.
I've found a new universe to get attached to. Sonic the Hedgehog.
The DCEU.
The Sonic the
Okay.
Hedgehog. Let me tell you something. Jim Carrey came out with a book in 2016 and said he's retiring from acting unless it's a genuine good project that he wants to be attached on. And since 2016, he's only been in 3 movies: Sonic 1,
Sonic
2,
2,
and 3.
Sonic 3.
And that's just like
They're making a universe out of that though. Or they're making a
Oh, big time.
Tails, a
There's-
Knuckles, a Shadow.
I think it's just gonna be Sonic, but they're just introducing more characters into it because
Oh,
Amy Rose is in it.
The pink hedgehog.
Robo
she's
Robo
in it.
Sonic
please don't hit your head.
was in it.
the robot hedgehog.
And
When I think of a universe, though, I think of different franchises that share a universe, like the John Wick extended universe,
that's all John Wick movies, though, right?
the Continental. They're making spin-off shows.
Oh, there was a
and-
Knuckles show, so yeah.
I said Knuckles. I said Knuckles.
You did. It just okay. To me, it sounded like you were saying Sonic was not like a cinematic universe type thing.
I said
but
Knuckles.
You are saying,
and I said Tails and Shadow.
I don't think so. If
You
only there was
did?
like proof or something to that. You said that.
There is.
I do. I'm just confused where you stand. I might be tired.
Different
But-
franchises that share a universe, different IP that share a universe. So,
you
for
IP?
example, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, but it also has Captain America.
I feel like a universe.
Hang on now, I'm not finished. Captain America 2, Captain America 3, but guess what? They all take place in the same universe, and those are different franchises. So then there's also The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Nun. Okay, those are different franchises that share a universe. So when he says the Sonic universe,
Yeah.
Sonic, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, I'm thinking, okay, that's just a trilogy, you fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
but what if they come out with a fourth movie?
I was asking.
A trilogy could still be in its own universe.
Okay, so,
Right. But I'm thinking like different when you said like a universe.
You know how
I'm
stupid you
thinking-
sound right now?
No.
If all right, so
thinking-
let's say the first 3 Star Wars just came out, like it's in the 80s right now. You know, the first 3 Star Wars just hold on. I let you talk.
You're scaring my child.
That's gotta be. That's gotta
It's okay.
be. He's gotta be peaking at this point.
I got heated.
it's the perfect shield.
I got heated. Go ahead.
So
It's fine. It's fine. Just talk over her. She doesn't care.
Worst debut ever.
Okay.
Sorry, dude. Just
But
gotta
I'm just
work.
saying, in the, you're saying that 3 movies that all take place in the same universe isn't a universe?
Well, I wouldn't call it like.
What do you call it?
So okay, hang on.
If I'm saying
You
if,
said
if
I-
the first 3 movies came out, right?
What's up?
It's in the 80s and it's in the 90s, and
But it's
someone
still
was like,
part of the same franchise.
So it's a universe. So if someone's like, yeah, in the Star Wars universe, it's blah 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 blah, and you go, that's not a universe. They'd all look at you and say, you're a dumbass.
it's because we stemmed on that right after we were talking about the Marvel universe.
Guys, let's talk about this in our baby voice. I think that might.
It went
help.
from the Marvel universe to
No.
the Sonic universe. Which I thought was just 3 movies. I wouldn't have called it the Star Wars universe. I would have called it like Star Wars franchise until all the different Star Wars shows and spin-offs started coming out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So now that we know
What's the
the
matter?
Knuckles show definitely is a thing, would you consider it a universe
Yes.
now? Okay.
Yes. That's why I
It's still
said
it's still even before the Knuckle, like it's still that universe. You know what I mean? Like
I'm thinking shared universe because we stemmed
Yeah.
from the Marvel universe to that.
I don't know why, but when you said shared universe, I got it now.
You what?
I understand. Sorry, you couldn't hear me over that baby next to you.
Oh my days.
Should we take a pause or?
Nah, she's fine. Hey, Daddy. I'm trying to pay for your college.
I can mute Charlie's mic technically at these times,
That's fine.
Perfect.
so maybe in
Yeah, those will still pick it up for sure.
Yeah.
Oh! Yoinked on my bird.
I kick.
No, she yoinked on my bird.
Go. Yeah.
Who's that?
She is struggling.
Yeah,
Oh, she's okay.
she'll make it.
Oh, she's fine.
She just needs some different.
It looks like she's seen some. Just,
Caleb, I was meaning to ask you.
Yes, let's
tell
hear
me
it.
about Bingo Loco.
oh yes.
Oh,
Have
it's
you-
on my notes.
Did you talk about
Oh,
that
that's in your
last
notes.
time?
It is in my notes.
No.
No,
Okay, I
because
was-
last time we just talked about the past year of my life and nothing else.
Good thing I didn't tune in. That's fucked. Hey, I had a baby. I'm gonna talk about that for
Yeah,
an hour.
and that's
Yeah.
like I think it's justified because
yeah, it was.
that's a big deal having a child. So.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty big deal.
But
How
it's
are the
funny
views?
because we were supposed to
the
film
same as everything else.
towards the end of that episode 28. We're like, yeah, we could film another episode this week. Screw it, let's do it.
Yeah,
Never happened.
we didn't get a
That's
chance.
this episode now.
Perfect. Yeah. So Bingo Loco, talk to me,
Bingo Loco. So
because you're in Austin now,
she's interested.
but you drive down to San Antonio for it?
Yeah. So Bingo.
How far? Sorry, I
you're
just want to
fine.
ask all these questions, and then you can take. Just because I'm gonna.
Okay, I might forget a few of them, but do tell.
How far is San Antonio from Austin?
It's like 2 hours. 2 hour drive. It's like not as far as Columbia to.
Here.
Yes.
Okay.
But traffic's worse.
All right. So Bingo Loco, tell me.
Yeah, so, sometimes back in the day, I used to do like small films, simulated love, stuff like that. So
You had a
backstage.
scratch project, right? What was it called? Conway's Enigma.
Conway's Conundrum of Eternal.
Conway's
Carcass?
Enigma of Eternal Conundrum.
It's an anagram. No.
Yeah.
Analgram.
Nice. Yeah.
So Bingo Loco.
Honestly, yeah, those projects I've participated in, no matter how small, I would put on my backstage profile, right?
And Backstage is a website where you can go put all of your it's like an actor's thing.
That's right.
Nice.
And yeah, so over the years, I racked up a resume, and Bingo Loco reached out to me, and I did an audition, and they liked it, and then I got the gig.
And what is Bingo Loco?
So you're like the host.
I'm a host.
or-
There's lots of hosts. There's a lot of us in this.
But what is Bingo Loco?
It's this bingo show. It's kind of like a bingo rave type of thing, but not like a hardcore rave.
Yeah, I'll look on your stories and I'll see the first thing is just you guys doing bingo, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a little party, and then you guys are the next snap on your story will just be you guys all clearly on Molly, just dancing your hearts away.
Yeah, and I don't know if everyone is not on Molly, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know for a fact I am.
There you go. Yeah, but yeah, you guys, Kill Tony.
Yeah, Kill Tony.
Yeah, so Kill Tony used to be at the Vulcan Gas Company, which is like the venue in Austin, and that's
Before
where we
the
do
mothership.
Bingo Loco. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Is it fun?
I like it. I like it a lot. We're doing this thing called Jukebox Jam,
Yeah.
where rather than calling out numbers, we play out snippets of songs, and you have to cross out the song on your book.
Oh.
And I prefer that version
Over B5.
over the number. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That makes
Because
sense.
I like talking less.
Right.
So, yeah, but they have it all over the country. I've done it in Austin and San Antonio so far. I got one in Alabama
Ooh,
in April. So, yeah, I don't know. It's fun.
that sounds fun. Let me know about that Alabama one. Maybe we'll pop out.
For Bama?
Yeah, for Bama. We'll pop out for
Okay.
Bama.
For sure, for sure.
Um,
But that's
You
it.
get paid
I do get paid.
cash.
Cold hard. No, they. What do
No direct
they
deposit.
route it?
ACH.
ACH.
Nice.
Yeah. HAs.
That's what.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I did do stand up at the mothership one time.
Yeah, that was my follow up question. How's stand up the Jokes with Nobes career? You haven't posted in a while.
Yeah, I've definitely fallen off of that.
That's a shame. Jason, my brother, is a fan of Jokes with Nobes.
Yeah. I have you guys want to hear a joke now?
Yeah, let's hear
That hasn't been posted on that, but it might come to fruition. I don't know.
Yes.
Let me think. Okay. Yeah, so apparently a handlebar mustache is called a handlebar mustache because, the structure resembles the handlebars of a bicycle. Okay? And I just want to say, guys, the kids today, they're going to grow up. They could never, okay? The best they're going to be able to grow is a sides of iPad stash
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
to
And
work on the pacing. But yeah, that's that.
and the Jokes with Nobes thing, the joke there is that all the jokes fall pretty
Flat.
You got to
Flat.
stop doing that.
But what do you mean? I did
working.
stop doing
I,
it. I
get-
have stopped.
I love you, and
Yes.
I'm always going to be supporting you.
Sure.
I get a little bit sad inside every time I see
Well, I
you.
think it's the point, right? That's like what you're.
You guys don't think it's funny?
I think it's funny how anti-funny they are. I assumed that was the.
I laugh at the comments sometimes.
Oh, dude.
They're so
I assumed
cruel.
that was the point. Yeah, there's
They're
one.
so cruel.
I went through. and-
quit your day
I went through and watched every single one
Oh,
time.
wow.
And another guy, it seemed, did the same thing, and he commented on each one, and was commenting
like reviewing.
like
I know who you're
actual
talking about, yeah.
structural criticisms.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is the joke. The joke is that they're falling flat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daisy keeps staring.
But
at
it's,
that
I don't know.
light
It's
bulb,
weird.
and it's hurting my eyes for how long I've been staring at it.
So maybe she shouldn't be.
There's this one guy, though, based in Austin. I don't know if he's still doing stand-up, but his name's like Bill Carroll, and he's got a Instagram. It's like Bill's Clips with Bill or something, and like he has the same style of jokes, I feel like, or I have the same style as him, but he'll like post clips and they don't get laughs.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing almost, but he has like 30,000 followers, and there's like some that just blow up.
Right.
That's pretty nice.
It's really interesting.
Do you put him on TikTok?
He
I
does.
did, but then I lost TikTok.
It's re-downloadable now.
Apparently it's re-downloadable.
I deleted TikTok immediately after it was initially banned, and it came back online
Like 12 hours later.
but not on the App Store. So I had to I couldn't download it. And
How long did it take?
you probably could
until it
go
was
through the
back up?
website or something.
It just got back up like a couple days ago.
So like a month at
Yeah.
least.
And I said I'm doing better. I don't need it, and I re-downloaded it within like an hour.
Yeah.
It's been nice. So much better than Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels is just like
Delayed.
I don't know if it's just my side, but it's just like shit posts and shock value humor.
That's probably your personal experience.
Could
with
be
it.
it. I got a joke, guys. So,
Yes.
which joke? I've got several jokes. All right, ready? Have I told you guys the doctor joke?
No.
I've got two jokes.
Oh, like a translation thing?
I've got one. Let's just do one joke for now. I'll tell one later. Okay. So, the first joke is.
He hasn't even told it yet, has he?
Oh wait, I can't tell that one. Okay. All right. So this guy comes in to the doctor's and he's got a really bad stutter. And he tells the doctor, he's like, "Doctor, I need help with my stutter." Doctor's like, "All right, let me do an exam on you really quick, see what's going on." He does the whole physical exam on him, and the doctor's like, "Oh, there's your problem. Your penis is too big. All your blood flow, it's not going to your brain, it's going to your penis." Have I told you this joke?
I've heard this joke.
Oh, nice.
I haven't.
Is this your joke?
I don't know.
Are you
Go on.
claiming this
This
as
is
your
my
joke?
joke, dude. But the doctor's like, we just got to remove your penis, and then all the blood flow will then go back to your brain. And they do the surgery, and the surgery is successful, and the guy loses his stutter. He doesn't have a stutter anymore. A week or two later, he comes back to the doctor's office, and he's like, "Doc, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather live with a stutter. I miss my enormous penis. Can we just reattach it?" And the doctor goes,
Yeah.
"You've heard that one, though?"
Yeah, I have.
I don't know if I've heard that one.
All right, I got a better one.
I like that though.
Is this yours?
This
or-
one's my joke. This one's my joke. All right. So this guy comes home after a long day of work, and he sees that there's another man's shoes at his front step, and he calls for his wife,
Yes.
and his wife comes out, and she's like barely dressed. She's in a bathrobe.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, honey, I didn't think you were gonna be home so soon." And he's like, "You son of a bitch, you cheated on me. Where is he? Where's this mother?"
Yeah.
And he starts rummaging around his house, or his apartment. He lives on like the 20th floor, and he's like
Okay.
looking everywhere. He can't find him. He goes out to the balcony, and he sees a guy on the balcony below him hanging off, like his balcony below, naked.
Okay.
And have you heard this joke too?
No.
Okay.
But now I feel like it's not yours.
It is my joke. And he goes,
Keep going.
He goes, "You mother." He starts grabbing his like pots of plants, starts throwing at the guy below him, and but it's like hitting him, but it's not knocking him off. So he goes back into his kitchen. He's like, "What? I need to throw something big at this guy." He sees his fridge. He takes his fridge, starts shoving it, starts pushing it out his kitchen, into his living room, out his living room, onto the balcony. He looks down at the guy, goes, "F*** you," and he goes, "This is for having sex with my wife." Throws his fridge off his balcony. The fridge hits that guy, and he falls to his death. We're going to cut to heaven now, okay? God's waiting at the gates. He's like, "All right, just chilling." And the guy who just died comes up to the gates, and God's like, "Why are you naked?" And he's like, "So I'm like out on my balcony because I realized that I needed to get something off there. I had my towels hanging there to dry, and I was just showering. That's why I'm naked. But I accidentally slipped and fell, but I grabbed onto my railing, and some guy above me starts yelling at me and throwing stuff at me, and then eventually just pushes his fridge. It hits me, and then I fall and I died, and that's why I'm here right now. And God's like, that's weird. Why? I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, you're good to go into heaven, big guy. And the guy goes to heaven. A couple minutes pass. Another naked man walks up to God's doors, and God's like, why are you naked? And the guy goes, all right, so I'm chilling in this guy's fridge, right?
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Thanks. You heard that one?
No.
You shouldn't have, because it's mine.
Yeah.
I was chilling in this fridge, right? Why?
Very good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut that into your runtime.
Oh,
Where
I
are we
mean,
at?
we are 26.
Good.
What?
Good indeed. What did you
I
think
said
we were at?
good. Huh?
You want this to be over?
No, I was worried that we were further than that.
Yeah.
I guess that was just a really long joke.
We were at minute 3.
So that liquid death can, it's the smallest I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
it's
think
new.
they just came out with it.
12 ounce.
with the Super Bowl commercial.
I can recognize 12 ounces, just not 44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to say that's probably 64.
Okay.
But I don't know.
What do you think? How many ounces is this bad boy?
28.
That's 16, right? Or 16 and change or something. It's like 16 point something.
16.
Damn, you're good at what you do.
Well, yeah, okay. Thank you.
Rip the bird.
Making it hard for you to cover her up this time.
Yeah, you're like
Move her in.
the boss baby
Got her
has just
dancing.
I don't know. I'd like to like edit this one in depth. I don't know because
Yeah.
like the camera, like I'm on one side of the screen, you're on the other side of the
I
screen.
agree with that.
We're kind of tinier than we are last time, so maybe we could like I could like zoom in and like cut to who's talking at the time.
Totally.
I don't know, and I could add the vlog thing with YouTube to MP4.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's what I do. I could just send you the.
Whatever's easier.
For
me.
Actually, no. I think the YouTube MP4 is the way to go.
No, I'll do that. Like I'm never gonna find.
You would do that
footage.
legally, though, of course.
Yes, with a license.
Right.
Um,
Right. So you take a block of ice,
Okay.
1 foot tall, 1 foot long,
Yeah.
and 1 foot the other way.
Sure.
And you put it in a refrigerator at 33 degrees.
Yeah.
It's a solid block of ice.
Mm-hmm.
At 33 degrees, it just melts.
When did you do this?
I'm asking.
it begins
Oh.
to melt.
And probably takes forever.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
it's
But it
nothing
would be
water.
losing mass.
33 degrees. What's freezing point?
32.
Guy fucking
it?
hasn't slept
Yeah.
in days, huh?
Yeah, for real.
I just wouldn't know that regardless.
I don't
You
know.
don't know the freezing
I don't know it
point?
either, but I
Nope.
use context clues. Why would he just say 33 degrees?
I don't know. Maybe
You didn't know that the freezing point is 32 degrees?
not off the top of my head.
All right, what's the boiling point?
I don't know that.
You don't know.
Come on, that's not common knowledge.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Give it
That-
to me in Kelvin.
That is weird. Kelvin, I don't know at all.
I think it's like
Don't ever look at me like that again. Ever fucking again.
Bro
Looks like
doesn't
the
know
Scream
Kelvin.
Mask. What?
bro doesn't know Kelvin.
Yeah, what?
Hit him.
Oops. So 32 degrees is freezing.
Sure.
So okay, if you put water into a 1 foot cube and then put it at 32 degrees, it starts freezing. Probably takes a really long time.
Is the
But-
1 foot width and like depth the capacity of your fridge?
No, it's
a small
more
fridge.
It's just more like
Small-ass
it's just a
fridge.
big block of ice. Because like an ice cube, you think of like this little 1 inch
I think of the guy from
ride
NWA?
along
what?
from Are We There
From-
Yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the ride along
Yep.
with Kevin Hart.
I think of Boys in the Hood.
I think of
For
22
sure.
Jump Street and 1.
Or Friday.
Stop talking to Korean Jesus. He doesn't care about your problems.
That's
Yes.
a good movie. That's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Let's
21 and 22 Jump Street had a big effect on Simulated Love 3.
really.
Yeah.
So
No, 4. Simulated Love 4.
this block of ice because I really,
Box office bomb. Simulated Love 4.
I really,
What are we getting at with
I
this
just really
ice?
don't want to steer off of the ice thing.
Are you
It
trying
would
to
melt,
sculpt?
but at a comically slow pace.
So like it would just take forever. How long, if you were to guess?
There's an equation for this.
I'm sure. I
There
don't
is
know
an
it.
equation for this.
I don't know it.
ChatGPT.
I'll give it 7 days.
7 days.
Yeah. For all the particles to be completely liquid. Yeah.
Right. That's cool. All right, what's next?
Caleb,
So we can talk.
tell me about.
I just don't know.
Caleb thought that thought Northern Ireland wasn't a part of the UK based off what I assume to be just gumption alone because
It's
he
not.
just refused to Google it.
No, I just know these things.
You didn't know
But
though
it
is
was
the
wrong.
thing. Yeah.
No. I still. We don't know what constituent means.
Oh
That
my
is
god.
true. It was using weird.
Yeah.
It was
But
using
it's
weird.
Just say it straight up.
But
Why do you need to use
England is
constituent?
also a constituent country.
Do you know what constituent means?
We could Google it. You know.
Somebody can. I got my notes pulled up.
I would say Northern Ireland, right, is divided from, Ireland, but it's still all Ireland. But Northern Ireland is part of the EU,
For
which
sure.
is part of the UK, or the UK is part of the EU.
For sure,
But-
dude. And anyone who says it's not is a fucking idiot.
But Southern Ireland,
Constituent countries just form a much larger sovereign country. So
Like the UK.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were wrong.
I think I'm right.
No, what are you doing?
I'm going to disagree,
Okay.
and I think there's a lot of Irish people that would agree with me.
Irish. It's pronounced
Irish.
Irish.
Irish. Northern Ireland also isn't in the EU.
It is.
It left with the rest of the UK whenever the UK didn't want to be in the EU.
I thought you said Northern Ireland was the one that was the constituent.
It is. So it had to leave.
Oh,
the
it's not in the EU. I'm
Yeah, so it had
Why
to
is-
leave the EU.
all these
whenever-
acronyms. Am I right?
No, it's part of the EU. Right?
No, it's not.
What
It's
do you
part
mean?
of Brexit. Great Britain's exit.
Oh, shoot.
Stupid idiot. Look at
Hey,
him.
simmer down
If
now.
opening somebody's mail
There
is
you go.
considered a federal crime, don't you think going through somebody's phone should probably be that as well?
I'm sure you could charge somebody for it.
Because there's like...
It's like jaywalking. I assume it's the same thing as like it actually is illegal on paper, but it's like one of those things where it's like,
never going to get friggin'...
and also it's like one of those things where like your court costs, you know what I mean?
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't probably press charges against somebody for opening your mail either. But like, it seems like there's way more private information in your phone than what's in like an envelope in your mailbox.
Yeah.
So it seems like it should be an even bigger crime.
It's probably just one of those things that just laws haven't caught up yet, you know?
Right, because like I'm sure it was illegal to go through somebody's mail. That was probably a law that's probably like one of the first laws that was ever like made in our country, you know?
Yeah.
Like when mail was such an important sort of communication.
It's like one of those things where like it's so outdated, like
Who actually gives a shit at the end of the day?
right? Because like what is it? One of your one of your rights, like one of the biggest rights you have is like you don't have to let soldiers live in your houses, you know. But it's like when am I gonna ever need to bring that right up, you know? Well, actually.
For
sure.
sure. For sure.
All right, what's the next thing on this fucking list?
Right.
Also, I want to do the Urban Dictionary thing.
Have one that. Let's see.
Hurry.
The movie Faster with The Rock. Have you
I'm
guys-
familiar. Yeah.
You
yeah.
have seen it?
Yeah.
Rampage.
No. What?
What?
The Rock.
That's Rampage Jackson.
Dwayne the
He
Rock.
was
Johnson.
in the A Team with Neil.
deGrasse
No,
Tyson.
Liam Neeson. What was I thinking of? Neil.
Faster is a movie with The Rock that Jess, my wife, and I watched last night. And it's like a really good revenge movie. I thought it was like a really good movie. I'm watching
Okay.
it and I'm thinking, man, it's amazing. Out of all The Rock's movies, like, feels like this one kind of got swept under the rug. and it feels like it's one of my favorites of his.
Yeah.
Is there?
When did it come out? Do you know?
2010.
Oh. What?
2010.
So did he have like a hairline?
Good question. It was interesting. He had maybe a little bit, like a little stubble up top, and he also had like he was like massive. He was huge, but not even close to as big
What he is
as
now?
he is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like he's been big his whole life.
He was
but-
like in the second evolution of
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know
Pretty
why I
much.
remember so
Rocket
much about that
Man.
movie. I've only seen it one time
Yeah.
on a Redbox thing. He stabs a guy in a club, and that guy survives. But so he then drives to the hospital where that guy's at. I forgot how he found that information because I feel like probably just a local hospital, and then he shoots the guy.
Radio, like a news
Oh yeah.
radio thing.
Is that your favorite Rock movie? At this point?
Mine is
Recency
Jumanji.
Oh.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
With-
Ooh, I've got a question for you.
Not to be confused with Christian Manji. Go ahead.
Is Jumanji the act of the game coming alive and getting into the real world, or is Jumanji the board game?
The board game.
So, but the act of Jumanjiing.
No. I've never
I
heard
don't
of that.
know. I have a Jumanji board game.
Jumanji.
Dude,
I've never played it.
don't
because
bring it out.
I don't want.
I don't want to be in an adventure
I don't
with
want-
you guys.
I don't want
for
Robin
the
Williams
next-
or whoever is in it.
You guys ever seen Zathura? I
Like the
love
space version of the same thing. With,
So is that
Dax
Dax
Shepard?
Shepard.
Are they still Jumanjiing or is that
Why did you get mad
Zephoring?
at me? What?
Are they
Oh yeah,
Zephoring?
is Zathura the?
Zathora? Okay.
No, Zathura got Jumanji'd.
Sorry.
The act of Jumanji when the game comes alive. The Zathura was Jumanji'd. The,
So
the- the-
Jumanji is a
is
verb.
I think so.
Very interesting.
Whenever so they were playing the board game of Zathura, but Zathura Jumanji'd them.
Really?
Yeah.
And now they have like a
Was
makeup
Juma-
store called Sephora.
Yeah.
Nope. Was Jumanji a thing before the movie came out? The
Yeah.
original?
1999 or way before that, like in the 90s. And Zathura was like 2005. But something that pissed me off about that movie, there was a scene where like the older brother, there's two kids in it. One's a younger brother, one's the older brother, and then an astronaut character that is the older brother in the future. So the younger brother or the older brother was like he gets a wish, like a free wish.
He wishes his brother died.
Well, before he gets his wish, him and his brother get in a fight, and he's just thinking like, man, life would be so much better if you were just never born. All right, I'm going to make my wish now. And like the most logical thing, the astronaut, I was like, what did you do? Why did you do that? And the kid goes, what? I just wished for my football to come back or something like that. And it was just like, it's quite a reasonable thing to assume that you just wished your brother to be dead. That just pissed me off as a kid.
I need to watch that.
I don't even remember seeing it, but
You never saw Zathura?
I'll keep that in mind
Did you
if I
see
see it.
Jumanji? I didn't hear you answer that.
I
You
saw
have seen
Jumanji.
The original?
Jumanji.
It scared me.
It did?
Yeah.
The reboot was a good feel-good movie.
I've only seen the first one.
It was the reason
Rock?
I don't like when people talk about like, oh, things are like movies are terrible. Like people say like, oh, the new Jumanji is terrible. But like at the end of the day, it's like I don't need to like after a hard day of work, I don't need to watch an Oscar-worthy.
Right. That's the problem. Pretty much everything that comes out is terrible according to like the standards of like the
Yeah.
Academy.
Yeah.
You know, like most movies that come out are getting bad reviews because it's being reviewed by people that are looking for like artsy shit.
Yeah.
And everything's been done so many times.
You gotta judge the movie by what it's trying to be. And I think the only like I don't think any movies are bad because Conan O'Brien says it best where it's like a terrible movie was created by like a hardworking group of like
Oh yes.
people, you know? So it's
Right.
like movies are never bad except for Jack and Jill. It didn't work as a feel-good movie. That and That's My Boy. I hated both those movies.
I like That's My Boy. I
It was
thought
just like
funny. Stupid funny.
And-
It's like a dummy comedy, you know?
I don't know. Even then I was just like I forgot what movie it was where like I think it was like one of the Wayans brothers movies, but I think it was a haunted house maybe?
Okay.
I liked Haunted House. I don't think it was a haunted house. But there was a scene where the grandma was in the closet and she just shits everywhere in the closet. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, that's supposed to be funny, but it's like, why is she in the closet?
Right.
Why did she shit everywhere? You know what I mean? Like, I think I also want comedies, like movies, to also make sense to a certain degree.
Well, those like haunted house and like scary movie, like all of those are like just as dumb as they possibly can.
But they can be done well. I love scary movie, and I love like satirical, like Not Another Teen Movie. You ever seen that?
No.
One of the dumbest movies alive. Chris Evans is in it.
Really?
Yeah, there's a scene where he arrives. He's like the cool guy. He arrives to school, like looks off, like a photo is being taken of him. Then he walks like a couple steps, and there's like a framed photo of him, like in that same pose earlier. Yeah. Then he walks to another side, and then there's a photo of that photo of him looking at that photo.
Classic.
You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
I bet I would love it if
What's
I
it called?
saw it.
I think you would like it.
What's that movie
Not
called?
Another Teen Movie.
Not Another Teen Movie.
When did
Yeah,
that come out?
2000, 2000, I think. Last thing about Not Another Teen Movie.
Which is
there's
also
another scene I like
Yes.
where they like the cool guys are like trying to figure like they're making a bet with like Chris Evans' character, the coolest guy in school. He's like, I could make anyone prom queen, and the guy's like, oh yeah, let's make a bet on that. I bet you can't. And it's like, I'll find like the worst, ugliest girl you've ever seen, and if you can make her prom queen, I'll give you $50. And then like his other friend's like, I bet you'll lose that bet, but in turn learn a lesson that and then win in life, that is. And then they go around. There's like fat, nothing wrong with fat people, but fat ugly girls, or they're like.
That is Steve that said that. Like, not the dude or the guy.
They're like, can you make her prom queen? It's like, yeah, that's easy, you know, whatever. Or it's like the albino lady. It's like, that's also easy. And then Siamese twins jointed at the head. It's like, whatever. Who cares? I can do it. That's easy work. What about her? And it's like, oh, her? And it's just like some girl that likes painting and like has her hair up and wears glasses.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's making a joke on
how it was just like a girl would take her glasses off.
Yeah.
And she was immediately like
Yeah.
the hot girl now.
okay.
He's like, she's a painter. She's got paint on her overalls. I mean, what is that?
That's classic. Not another teen movie.
It's a good one. I think you'd like it.
I probably would. I like those kinds of movies.
I've heard like people becoming like, you know, parents, and like in a horror movie, like if a kid is in danger, like all of a sudden that affects them now.
Right.
Whereas like when they were childless, that wasn't the case.
I think that
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it's interesting because when I watched Terrifier 3. Has anybody seen Terrifier 3?
Mm-mm.
1 or 2?
Mm-mm.
You never seen any Terrifiers? Wow.
Just Severance.
Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. So
Thanks.
So Terrifier 3 has like the opening scene is like these kids like 8 or 9-year-old kids getting like attacked by Art the Clown, you know, the guy
The
from
Terrifier.
the Terrifier himself.
Okay.
And when I saw it, like Joe the chef and I had seen a couple of those. And I had seen the first 2 already, and like we were always stoked to see the third one together. And by the time the third one was like announced and then ended up in theaters, Jess was like weeks away from having Daisy. Is she asleep?
No, she's
just
trying to, obviously. She's like, bro, leave me
She's
alone.
driving.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
Oh, great, thanks. Now she's awake.
I did this in her arm. Oh.
She just called you a slur just now.
So,
She's sleeping.
and like, I was like weeks away from having a child, and I was like, good, you know, like the kids, get away from the kids, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to say because I haven't seen anything of like kids being attacked in like a horror movie since then.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm sure it will have a different kind
Time
of...
will tell if something comes up.
Yeah.
If you.
But it's weird because like all those movies, even though the actors are always like 28, you know, narratively they're like high school students.
Yeah.
15, 16 years old, you know, or 18 at most, you know. Yeah. So like it's always supposed to be about kids, but you just never can tell because they're like
Chris Evans in that one.
or Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker.
Grown ass man.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the podcast. I say this is the right.
Yeah.
No way. All of that?
No, we'll include some of that. I think like there's
Just the incriminating.
there's like
Yeah.
a gray area. I'll let you know when we hop back in.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anything about that? I've said enough.
But so on paper, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about UFC stuff too.
Oh, sure.
I
on-
haven't been into it since Dagestan took over, but I'll.
They're getting people are starting to adapt.
There's another.
But that's what always happens. Brazilian jiu-jitsuers were running it for a while there, and then people started to adapt, and then wrestlers started. But anyways, Dricus du Plessis on paper and on film should be beaten by anybody in the top 10. Yeah. That being said, I don't see a single person beating Dricus du Plessis.
Yeah.
That man wins off plot alone. I still can't get over
Plot armors.
him just falling over and taking down Israel Adesanya and then submitting him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see that fight. It was so frustrating. I saw like
I hate Sean Strickland.
his first fight with Sean Strickland is probably the last fight that I saw,
Really?
and I thought Sean Strickland won.
Dricus left it. Dude, I think Dricus.
I didn't see the second fight,
This
but
is the
I
most
heard it
recent
wasn't
one.
close.
I
Yeah.
thought it wasn't close at all.
Pretty
in my
decisive
opinion.
is what I heard too.
I
which is
saw
fine.
like
Yeah.
he got like Strickland got his like nose
nose
like,
broken and shit like that.
That
So
sucks.
I'm fine with. I like Sean Strickland, so I'm fine if the guy that I like gets beat. But when it's a close fight and then they give it to the other guy, you know that
Okay.
that is frustrating, especially because you can make an argument that Sean Strickland is like this bad guy who says the R word, the F word,
Sure.
like whatever else, and
Yeah.
that's why they gave it to DDP.
I don't care that. I mean, that's a bad thing to say. I don't care that he says all that stuff. That's not what bothers me the most. What bothers me the most about Sean Strickland, the
Me
reason
is-
why I hate him, is
It's like I
Is
don't
that
think he's such a
he-
bad guy. I hate him.
is that he's all talk. And I get that you have to hype up your fights
okay.
to a certain extent. Like, that's fine, hype up the fight. But when you say you're going to go to war and you're going to put your life on the line and it's just
And
like
then
going to.
and he's fighting very carefully.
Yeah. And I'll give him his, that night against Israel Adesanya.
He went all in.
Yeah, that was crazy. I haven't seen that guy since.
Right.
I have not seen that
I
guy
It
see
was
what you're
since.
easily
saying.
his best fight.
And again, it's just fine
Yeah.
if that's his style, that's great. And if he didn't talk up such a mad game, I wouldn't be mad at his style.
Yeah.
But I think he's just like portraying himself as like this warrior when really he's just a
Regular fighter.
Philly shell, jab, jab,
Yeah.
jab,
Do you think
Yeah.
it's like kind of like in the same category as like Colby Covington as of late?
Yes, 100%.
Charlie
I think,
doesn't think so.
Colby during his trash talk during the Usman fights, he delivered each time, in my opinion. It was a great
Oh,
fight each
well,
time.
yeah. In that sense, yeah.
But right now, I don't like. He says he's gonna go to war, and then he just gets
his ass beat.
His ass beat.
I
bad.
think. Is that what you're asking, or are you saying this character that Sean Strickland puts on?
I guess kind of like both, but I was more at getting at like talking up a big game and
Okay.
then, like under delivering.
Then yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Because I thought you were saying,
But that's kind of like similar
Colby
to,
Covington, like in real life, is like a really nice guy, and everybody
yeah,
really
but
likes
also
him a lot.
I guess Sean Strickland, that's kind of who he is.
That's who he
in
is.
general,
I don't know. I
so-
think you can't really
that's
be
fair.
that nice of a guy. Like, there's a
and call the people of a
Yeah,
of
there's
an
gotta
entire
be
nation dogs.
yeah. That's
some
what I mean. Like
truth to that.
you can't be like. It's like, why did you? It's like, Colby, you said that Leon's dad deserved to be in hell and deserved to die,
right,
and you can't get away with saying, "Ah, dude, that's just my character,
right,
man."
right.
Yeah,
You can't-
I agree with that.
But he wants people to hate him. He wants. I think that he would agree that he's like, I shouldn't have said that. I took it too far there. I think that was
Yeah.
more of a heat of the moment. Like, I am playing this character, and I took it too far, and it was a
Yeah.
mistake. Because you could see, like, when he says it, he fumbles the word and like he stumbles.
Yeah,
you know?
I
It's
saw
almost-
the. I
It's
saw
almost like he's taking it back mid.
he like just started like dotting his eyes around
Yeah.
after he said it. So
shit.
Yeah. What am
I
took,
saying?
Took it too far that time.
Yeah.
I will say, are you guys caught up with Bryce Mitchell?
Oh, I've heard things.
I've never liked Bryce Mitchell, and Dennis Land, Bryce Mitchell's biggest fan, can attest to this. I've always hated Bryce Mitchell. I've never had quite a reason to, just because
I don't
I
wear
don't know.
a
I just thought he was a
seatbelt.
boring fighter outside of his one
Yeah.
twister finish. But now I have all the reason to hate this man.
Right. He wasn't like he's just always been like another like one of these like Republican guys that says crazy shit and is selling his fights, you know, even though he's fighting nobodies, and he would be a nobody if he wasn't saying crazy shit. But yeah, he was like recently said like some like super anti-Semitic,
which is
like kind of
yeah.
like, what did he say? Something like,
He
That's
said
My Boy is a bad movie, Jack and Jill is a bad movie, or something like that.
I think he also said
just
like
pure
Hitler was
anti-Semitism.
like a good role model or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think he's genuinely a
I
flat
don't think
earther?
Caleb got the joke.
Wait, what, guys?
Earlier he was saying
2 hours of sleep.
Earlier
What?
he was saying like a Jack and Jill and and That's My Boy were bad movies, and I was basically just now,
Adam Sandler's Jewish.
and so is Andy Samberg.
Could you say all that again for me?
No, but I think he said something along the lines of like Hitler was like,
Hitler wasn't that bad, and he said the Holocaust wasn't real.
that's crazy.
I don't think
he's like
he's-
this conspiracy nut.
Yeah, I don't want to blame it on Republic. Like you said, he is Republican, but I don't think that's the reason why he is the way he is. I think
Right.
he's just a conspiracy
He's a
theorist,
conspiracy nut.
dumbass that
Yeah.
drills holes into his ball sacks.
Oh, he did that, right?
He did do that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because he's like a flat earther and apparently a Holocaust denier, which is so insane.
Imagine making a PowerPoint in college about flat Earth, and your teacher's like, "That's a stupid idea," or like a paper.
Did you do that?
I think you did that.
Flat Earth? No.
No, like in college, back in the day, your teacher was like, everyone make an essay or an argument for something a little controversial, and you chose flat Earth, and she was like, "Oh, that's stupid. Don't do that." Right?
No.
What?
No, that never happened.
You're what?
That never happened to me.
What?
I went to college for 6 days.
I was about to say,
but I
did you go
thought
to college?
I remember you saying there was like a.
When did
I-
you go
I
to
did-
college?
Like 2 years after high school for a very short time.
Nice.
I don't remember what year. I guess 2018, but it might have been 17. I don't know now. But no, I made an argument that the legal drinking age should be lowered to 18,
Okay.
even though I don't drink and I never did.
Yeah.
You know. So I basically I purposely chose an argument that I didn't necessarily agree with, so that I could seek out both sides almost unbiased.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
actually make something I didn't actually feel one way or another about
Yeah.
because I didn't drink, so that I could make an actual good argumentative
Yeah. Sure.
essay. But I think that might have been in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
don't
But
know.
it might have been in college, because in college I was in like an English class that did
Yeah.
require like a ton of essays. But I don't remember now.
Okay. I
And
don't think.
I probably was college, because I wouldn't have had like the balls to do that in high school, because I'd be too scared that the teacher would get mad at me for saying that people should be able to drink at a younger age.
Sure. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, you completely made up the other thing you said.
I don't think I did. I think if there was one of you guys, if you could go through all of our episodes again, and I feel like Charlie mentioned this.
Name one fan that would do that for
That
you.
I said.
Would you?
Yeah, you're our biggest
Do
fan.
you want to?
That I said that the Earth
Fucking, I
was
might.
flat.
No. You never said the Earth is flat. It was just the prompt for the class was to like take a stance on an argument that like maybe wasn't popular, and everyone chose something like obscure, and you decided to go with flat Earth, and the teacher was like, "Oh, that's stupid," and shot you down. And you went with something else.
That's insane. I don't remember that at all. I
And
remember.
I'm pretty sure it was at scale, but
I did make.
what do I know?
I did make a goof. I want to say in high school, when it was like the whole class had to basically. There was one prompt for the whole class. Was Adolf Hitler a good leader?
Oh,
And I did like the whole thing that they make you do, where it's like name, date, subject, whatever, title, and then like the title was like, was Adolf Hitler a good leader? The answer is no, period. Adolf Hitler was not a good leader. Signed, like, but that was just a joke. Like I just did that. I want to say probably took a picture, ha ha ha, and then actually wrote
I see what you're saying.
an actual argument. But I don't remember anything about flat Earth. I've never thought that the Earth was flat.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like you did. Like I'm saying like
I might have picked that just to make an argument.
Just to make an interesting paper. You never. I'm not saying you were ever a flat earther. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for that class.
That's so interesting. I don't
But-
remember that at all.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I don't remember a lot of shit. I went through a dark period, and a lot of that is sort of out of my head.
No. The flat Earth. That's all right.
That's so
Well,
interesting.
I'm not gonna die on this hill. I'm okay.
We're gonna move on to
I
another.
can
All right,
move
I
off
did
this
it.
hill.
It was me. It was me. Okay.
Works. Reverse psychology. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Studio Ghibli. Have you seen it?
Ghibli.
Ghibli? Is it Ghibli?
Yeah.
It's actually Ghibli.
Do you think the
No, I
Ghibli-
haven't seen any of those movies.
None of them.
Yeah, no, my girlfriend's into that, and I really need to get into
Not
that.
even Spirited Away.
No, so
need
the
to-
reason for that is because when I was younger, like way younger, I think I watched. It was one of those movies was playing on Cartoon Network at the time, and I just watched a snippet of it. It was one of the scary scenes. I forgot what it was. I think it was like an ugly old lady doing something,
Okay, that might have been Spirited Away.
and I just got scared from it.
yeah.
And I was just like, this is, I'm not scared, but I was like, this is making me feel weird.
I'm unsettled by this.
Yeah, and so I just never got into watching any of the Studio Ghibli ones.
I see.
I've never heard of any of this shit.
Cut that out.
Seriously, I'm
We're
serious.
an hour in, but also we're kind of technically maybe
Like
like
57 minutes. In.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
What does the clock say?
103,
103.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So probably actually about 57.
roughly, give or take.
Let's rank every country on Earth.
All right, we're
I
gonna
don't know
go
why I
in
made that
dead
noise.
last is the country of begins with an N, and it's an oceanic country. It's like now.
Netherlands.
Vietnam number one. I don't know. I think the top country in the world has got to go to. Iceland.
I've never been.
Me neither. They've got puffins there, I hear.
Puffins.
I think so. I don't know. What is the best country in the world? You guys follow
I
hockey?
don't know. This one's pretty nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
I don't know. There's like a lot wrong with here, but like it's like we've got it pretty good.
I wouldn't even take a stance on this. I'm not up like that. I was just saying it like it kind of. I was sort of doing a gotcha thing, and it worked on both you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
The People's Republic of China, baby. Why?
Huh?
Nothing.
Why rank all the countries?
Yeah.
What's the
I was trying to catch
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys.
that's
It
right,
worked.
what's the Urban Dictionary word of the day?
I don't have one.
You said you had one, right?
I don't have it on me.
you
My
said you
phone's
had
over
one.
there. Can someone look up the word of the day and
Yeah, I
then we'll
got you.
try to guess what it means?
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell you what.
Ghost makes me need to.
What?
What were you gonna tell us? What?
I was gonna say if I don't piss soon, it's gonna be a
I was thinking the same
Like a-
thing.
catastrophe.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a cool one. What's a paper tiger?
Oh,
Paper tiger.
I feel like there's no way to guess an Urban Dictionary word.
Is it a?
It's much
technique?
more grounded, so don't.
Paper tiger.
Is it like a purple nurple?
I would almost think it has something to do with like
No, not a purple nurple.
Is it a wet willy?
maybe like a person, like a guy
Okay.
who thinks that they're really tough and they're not at all.
Correct.
Ooh.
That actually, yeah. Something that seems as threatening as a tiger,
Well done.
but is actually harmless.
Wow. Okay, that's not exactly what I was saying, but it is like super close.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
I'd give it to you.
That was
Oh yeah.
darn close.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened there. All right. All right. Would you guys rather accidentally send like a risky text that was meant for your significant other
Okay.
to your mom,
Shit.
Okay.
or accidentally like an old picture of an ex that you're stalking on a social media thing?
The latter.
Really?
The second one, right? That's latter? Okay, yeah.
Absolutely the latter. Because the latter, it's just one of those things where it's like, that's weird. And then they would move on, and then I would move on.
And it's
but
an
with
ex.
the other one, every time I look
That's
at
in the
that,
past.
what do you? Who did I send this to? Who did
Your mom.
Every
But it was
time,
meant
every
for-
time, every time I look at my mom in the eyes, she's gonna think, he texted me, whatever I texted her. That.
Okay. Like, what if you and the ex had like a really bad like
Falling out,
like a really ugly, messy breakup? That doesn't change anything for you guys.
No, it's just
I would care even less at that point.
Yeah, I
feel like.
assume, you know, she's
I would
moved
like
on.
to say
I've
something
moved on.
as well about that.
Well,
She'd probably think that I haven't moved on. And then, but at the end of the, she's not gonna like. We're not gonna.
The point is, you're stalking her profile though, so she like it would seem that you hadn't moved on. is
Yeah,
the thing.
but
You don't care about
I don't think it's gonna amount to. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna.
It probably wouldn't.
I'm not gonna see my ex as much
or
ever compared to the amount of times I'm gonna see my
your
mom.
which is often. Yeah. I guess my mom.
So you do the first one.
I think,
seems like.
I think so.
Okay.
Depends
What
on,
the?
It depends on which ex, but my mom is also like really silly and would just give me a
I
lot
feel
of
like
shit.
our mothers are kind of the opposite almost.
My
Yeah.
mom is very different from your guys' mom.
Yeah.
You know?
I could just tell my mom.
Yeah, because
So-
it's gonna
my
be
mom
in
doesn't
English.
speak English, so she'd be like, "What does this mean?" And I'd be like, "Oh, dinner, yeah."
Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, my mom is a lot sillier and a lot goofier.
Laid
She would just
back, and
she would
she's
just
like-
make fun of me. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this? You know, like
Charlie,
that
what?
kind of thing. Yeah.
Speaking
So,
of
but it also depends on
Sorry.
which ex, because I have, you know,
so many,
Wide variety.
I have honestly a million,
yeah.
and
I remember seeing you with one
You
of your
play
exes. You remember that in the hallway where like you started dating? I won't drop any names, but that one person.
dating.
And I saw you guys kissing in the hallway. And do my face. Do what my face.
It was like looking like 1,000 miles into the distance, like contemplating everything you've ever known. Like that cannot have just happened. Like I'm over here, and you're like, but
That was wild.
yeah, that was great, dude. No, but no, yeah. So if it was like her, for example, but that we weren't like dating. But
Yeah.
if it was her, then yeah, I guess I would choose that one because it'd be like, whatever.
I see what you're saying.
It depends on the ex because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a fine relationship with some and a bad to zero relationship with others. You know, so
Yes.
I don't know.
because there's so many exes.
There's just so
like
many.
I think honestly like 1 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
100%. I agree. I back that.
900,000 minimum
At least.
at least.
You've been ran through.
I'm such a player. I'm such a player.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean,
Speaking of like,
Wait. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say we could do like one of those podcasts where it's like a toxic masculine male, like that's an
like-
entrepreneur, and then you
yeah.
guys are like OnlyFans girls or something. I don't know.
Oh, like you're like an Andrew Tate.
Yeah, like,
kind of.
what do you think your worth is?
Right.
I don't know. What were you saying?
sorry, I
Yeah.
peeked there.
There was another. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, just the differences in relationships, like with our parents and all that jazz. Like
Yes.
yesterday, my friend got on the phone with our grandparents, and they were gone for like 30 minutes, just because they were like, they came back and they said, you know how grandparents are, you know, you pick up the phone and they won't stop talking. And I said, yeah, no, that's relatable. And then I really thought about it, and I was like, all my conversations with my grandparents last like 1 minute tops.
Right.
They'll be like,
Oh.
come to dinner, we have this. And they'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And hang up the phone. But I'm not going to repost this.
There
on
was
my
a girl
socials.
I
I'm
was
just going to let it
maybe
live.
talking to, and I was showing one of our friends, what do you like, a common friend of ours, and on Instagram, and he was like going through pictures, and he accidentally liked one of her posts from way back in the day, and nothing came of that. Was it because of that? Probably not.
I think it's
but
we're making it like it's not that at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Because realistically, we'd be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that." I say give it a day or two. You're
Never gonna
not
think about
thinking
it
about it
again.
again. And then they're
Yeah.
also gonna be like, this is fucking weird. That guy's a weirdo.
And then never think.
And then
about
they're
it
never
again.
gonna think about it again.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think I did like accidentally text my mom when I was a kid like the F word,
Yeah.
like that I was trying to send to somebody else, and I accidentally sent it to my mom. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I gotta go sneak up, grab her phone, delete the message, and sneak back
Sure.
down,
Yeah.
But she ended up just making fun of me about it, So
Okay. So you've kind of like been through that, and it
Similar.
was all okay. I might cut out some of that. Yeah. So I went to London, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How was that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I just flew in the Heathrow Airport. Have you guys seen Love Actually?
no,
A little bit.
All
no,
right.
actually.
Nice.
I don't get it.
Actually?
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, Bobby.
nice.
Can we reach?
No, I don't even want to. I don't care.
Actually.
Yeah, I just went there and it was cool. I just chilled in London and
Did you have beans on toast? I love beans on toast.
actually, no, I didn't. I did have lox,
What about lox? Is like
like raw salmon.
popular here. though.
No.
It's
No,
probably
that was
still
good.
different there.
It's very fresh though. I had pictures.
Did you have bloody sausage?
No,
Mushy peas?
no.
Fish and chips.
Fish?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Had to.
Had to.
It's the only thing I do.
Wasn't that good.
I can see that.
And I went to Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yes.
I'm serious. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. That was my scout's accent.
Liverpool. I barely know
Liverpool.
her pool.
Dude.
I am on a roll, dude.
You can really tell whenever we're wrapping up, huh?
No, we're not. We're not. I got another would you rather. Or wait. I got to remember how it's phrased, though. Go ahead with your stupid ass. I went to friggin' I went to another country.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just cool. There was like Sonic 3, right? It was crazy because I went
Starring
to London
Jim Carrey.
and then I saw Sonic 3. I'm like, oh, yeah, I saw that. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Nice.
I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really remember. It was so
Not a lot of
weird.
sun, I hear.
forget I did that.
You
Honestly.
forget that you went to London?
Yeah, it's like just weird. Like I live like a
No, I get that. The other
completely
day,
different life.
I remember that I worked at a law firm for like a month or two.
Did you?
Yeah, I know. Me, of all people.
We live many lifetimes in our life.
You could say that.
Yes, I did. I did say that.
So how long are you in town?
This week and next week.
We gotta get a little shindig going then, I guess.
We can get a little shim dig.
Maybe one of you guys has heard this. It's like you and one of your parents switch consciences, like a
Freaky Friday
situation, and the only way to switch back is to like, cut all of that, dude.
What would you guys do?
And I'm not saying.
Yeah,
you,
what
dude.
You guys. Oh my days. We can release an unedited. We're not releasing an edited
If
version.
we're releasing an unedited version, I want to tell the joke that I initially wanted to say.
It would not matter to me at all if this was edited or not.
I need it edited.
We could, yeah. What was your thing?
My joke?
Yes.
All right.
I don't
Okay.
think I don't think there is an unedited version.
Probably
of
for
this.
the best of all of our careers.
Yeah, mostly yours. Wouldn't
Yeah.
affect me at all.
Yeah, we're fine. I might. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, no, mostly ours.
Yeah,
Hours, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, do you want to take that risk? You post that. Next email you get is, Caleb, we need you on a show or something like that.
So,
And
so
there
you're obviously fired.
Yeah, they just call me in a meeting and just. What's this?
What is this, please?
Let's watch this in its entirety, and you find out a reason why you're fired.
You tell me why you're fired.
Is it because I said?
And on that
Oh
note.
my god. She just had a Hershey squirt.
Oh, well, hey, guys.
She loves it. She thinks it's hilarious.
I don't know. Anything else? Anything else?
I think we pretty much covered it. The Rock,
It's
Faster is one of The Rock's most underrated gems.
for sure.
And I
Probably
think-
the most underrated gem of his. And then Severance, London. You did admit to your desire to.
Everything we say, that adds 5 minutes to my editing time, okay? So, yeah, Severance.
Just use Autopod.
We've covered it all, guys. Episode 29.
Any last messages?
Am I returning?
Our guests.
Never.
Can I be the new co-host?
No way.
I don't even need a name. Just doing the guy.
Jamie, pull that up.
I'm also here.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about it.
Man, screw you guys. You have 3 mics. You don't have guests anymore. I'm in here.
We have 4 mics.
Why?
Just in case.
We did have a four.
We had a 4
That's the one with Wags, right?
Wags and Tay-Tay.
Nice.
Yes.
This was an honor.
Sucks what happened to both those guys. What were you saying?
Brutal shit, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the whole freaking plane.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My word. Okay.
No, it was a great time. Thanks for having me.
Thank you
It was
for
a
coming.
blast.
Hey, thanks
and
for being here.
I guess I want to end with this.
Yeah.
You know that saying,
Great.
don't meet your heroes? Never more applicable than here.
There is something to that. for
Well
sure.
done. You want to call in the band? Just go like band.
Band.
There
Nice.
we go.
Very good.
All right. We're out of here. See you guys.